Welcome, third grade. Today, our lesson in chapter 12, we will describe plane shapes. During this lesson, if it is easier, you can pause, you can also rewind, and move at your own pace. If there's something that you don't understand, first go back and rewind and watch it again. Before we get started, we need to ask our essential question. What are some ways to describe two-dimensional shapes? Two-dimensional shapes, or 2D shapes, are shapes that are flat, have a length and a height, but do not have any thickness. Look at this picture and count how many 2D shapes we have learned about this year. Three-dimensional shapes, or 3D shapes, have a length, width, and height. These shapes are not flat. Before we learn about today's lesson, we need to learn important vocabulary. Our first vocabulary word is plane shape. Our second word is point, endpoints, ray, line, and line segment. A plane shape is a shape on a flat surface. And the key to remember here that this shape is flat. This is formed by points that can make curved paths, line segments, or both. A point is a position or location. This looks like a period. Look in the picture and look at the point. A line will follow a straight path. It will continue in both directions, and it will not end. The reason why it will not end are these things right here. These little arrows. Endpoints are used to show segments of lines. Take a look at this picture. This line does not continue in both directions. It stops. And it stops because of these endpoints. These endpoints tell our line to stop. A line segment is part of a line. It's straight, and it also has two endpoints. See where our line segment stops? Again, at the endpoints. A ray is also part of a line. It is straight, it has one endpoint, and it also continues in one direction. Let's take a look at this ray in this picture. Find out where it stops and find out where it keeps continuing. Our ray stops right here. That is because of the endpoint. Now, our ray continues in this direction because of this arrow. There are also two types of shapes, open shapes and closed shapes. An open shape does not start and end at the same point. Notice in these open shapes that we start here and we end here. They are not the same points. Now, in a closed shape, we start and end at the same point. Let's take a look at this square. I'm going to start here. I'm going to trace it all the way around, and I'm going to end up at that same starting point. Now, if you were put inside of this square, would you be able to get out? The answer is no, because this shape is closed. Now, let's take a look at this picture over here to the left. If I put you in this shape, would you be able to get out? The answer is yes, because this is still open. It starts and does not end at the same point. Let's describe these plane shapes. Let's unlock this problem. A plane shape is a shape on a flat surface. Describe this plane shape using math words. First, is this shape an open shape or closed shape? How would you find that out? We could find this out by seeing if we could start and finish at the same point. So here we are, here's our starting point, and we're going to trace it all the way around. We do start and end at the same point, so this is a closed shape. Also, is this a two-dimensional shape or three-dimensional shape? This shape is only two-dimensional. It is only two-dimensional because we have a length and we have a height. We could also describe this shape having 5 line segments. Here's 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Let's find out how many line segments this shape has. Now, a line segment is a little line that has 2 endpoints. Now, how many line segments does this shape have? When I count them, I see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So this shape has 7 line segments. Now let's work on these problems together. Number 1, how many line segments does this shape have? If I refresh my memory, a line segment is a line that has 2 endpoints. Okay, so we have a line segment. Now, this shape has 1 endpoint, 2, and has a line connecting it. So that is 1 line segment. This is 2 line segments, and this is 3 line segments. So this shape has 3 line segments. Number 2, we're going to circle all the words that describe this shape. Now, this shape here is a line with an endpoint and an arrow. Now, that to me is going to be a ray, because if it was just a point, it would have a little dot. Number 3, this shape is closed because it starts and ends at the same point. They are connected. Number 4, this shape is open because this shape is not connected. Number 5, this one's kind of tough. Is it a line or a line segment? So we know that a line segment looks like this. Has 2 endpoints and a line connecting it. Now a line continues endlessly in both directions, and they have arrows. So I'm going to say that this is a line segment. Number 6. For these few, we're going to write whether the shape is open or closed. For time purposes, I'm going to write an O or a C. So this shape is open because it is not connected. 7 is closed, 8 is also closed, and 9 looks closed to me. Nope, that is also open because that is not connected. Now, on your paper in front of you, you are going to answer questions 10 through 17. So right now, pause this video. If you are restarting this video, that means that you have completed numbers 10 through 17 on your own. And you are going to check your answers right now. So I'm going to put the answers on here so you can check your work. Number 10 has 4 line segments. 11 has 8. 12 has 4. 13 has 6. 14 is closed. 15 is open. 16 is closed. And 17 is also closed. Now, Brittany wants to know if she made any errors. She says that there are 2 endpoints in the shape shown at the right. So let's see if she is correct. What I want you to do is to pause the video, and you're going to solve this on your paper right now. If you are unpausing the video, that means that you have completed your work. Now, she says she has 2 endpoints. So I see that she has 1 endpoint right here. That is good. That's an endpoint. Now, let's see if she has another endpoint. Down here at the bottom, that is an arrow. That is not an endpoint. So, is she correct? No. She only has 1 endpoint. Now, you're also going to do this one on your own. You're going to draw a closed shape by connecting 5 line segments and their endpoints. If you can't fit it on your paper, you can use a different paper as well. You're going to pause this video and you're going to draw this shape. Do that now. Now that you unpause the video, you want to see if you drew the correct shape. So let's see. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now we're going to put little endpoints in there. That connects each line. So we have 5 line segments. Now, on your own, you're going to draw each shape where it belongs inside the table. So pause the video and go and do that now on your papers. Since you unpaused the video, which means that you are done and you want to check your answers, here's what they look like. Our closed shapes look like this. Our open shapes look like this. Nice job. Now, as a reminder of what we learned in this lesson, we have a point, line, endpoints, line segment, ray, plane shape, closed shape, open shape, for the last part of this lesson, you're going to do this on your own. Pause this video and complete questions 1 through 8. Since you have this unpaused and you are ready to go, number 1, we have a line segment. Number 2, we have a point. 3, open shape. 4, closed shape. 5, that's open. 6 is closed. 7 is also closed. And 8 is open. If there were any things that you did not understand in today's lesson, you could go back and rewind and rewatch it, or you can see me first thing tomorrow morning and I can help. Thank you. We are now at the favorite part of the lesson, the end. When you are finished, make sure your name is on the paper. Make sure you have everything completed and bring it back to class tomorrow.